everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to film today the March finished pages. I was a bit concerned, to be totally honest, at the start of the month with me going away. I was away from YouTube for 12 days, away from doing any sort of colouring. But actually, now that I've got all my books out and all the finished pages, I'm quite impressed with myself. So we'll count them all towards the end. I'm just going to jump right in. I'm going to start off with love letters. I did start this one on a plane journey on the way. I just finished it when I got back home, and it was this one. So I just used Black Widows with this. I'm not overly happy with it. The Black Widows constantly kept breaking on me. The reason that I took the Black Widows away, I wouldn't have been upset if something had happened to them. They weren't like my Beloved Prisoners or I didn't have my Holbeins at the time. But yeah, that was all done with Black Widows. I mean, I don't mind how it's turned out. I don't mind it. I just couldn't stand the fact that the pencils kept breaking on me over and over. So that's sort of a double page spread done in this book. Now I haven't done anything outside of this one yet. I'm hoping I can just keep the books to one side instead of putting them on the floor. These next two images are PDFs, and unfortunately the lady or the gentleman that was selling them on Etsy has took them off the shop. They've actually not got a shop anymore on Etsy, unfortunately, but they were just a PDF of book set that I bought for less than £5, and I've done this solely with Ohuhu markers. That's it, no shading I don't think on this, and that's just on a cardstock. I believe I did this one on stream. There is some Ohuhu markers again. It possibly, I can't remember, it was a GD or KGA Designs by Karen. The watercolour paint for the background, and I've gone over with Holbeins. I think this was the first time that I'd used the Holbeins actually. It was definitely the first time on camera that I'd used them, and I can see here in Tulkapee's eyes there is a bit of wink of Stella. I apologise for a messy background, but I'm trying my best to keep it clean, but you know what it's like when you do art. I'm going to keep them two to one side because I won't remember that I've done them two, so let's just pop them there. Let me just pop this tag here and we can see how many together. I've completed the first page out of Furry Miracles. I did start this off before I went away and I never came back to it. I only actually did the bow. And I actually used Holbeins again and the Paul Rubens watercolour paints for all the shimmery bits. And I love how that's turned out, and some stickles. I've actually put my YouTube name as well. That's the first time that I've done it in a book. I just used to put my real name. But yeah, I thought that was lovely how it's turned out. Really pastel, nice bright colours. So yeah, I enjoyed doing that one. The next one I finished off only this afternoon. It was more or less a quick one. I did the base of acrylic paint. I think it's called Applebee. I think that's what it's called anyway. It's just a matte acrylic paint. And then I've gone over with Inktense as a base and then Prismacolor just to add a little bit of shading. It's very unusual, this book. I've not got anything like it. It's just strange to say the least. I mean, I think there's a double page spread. I won't be able to find it now that it's on camera. But there's a double page spread of a baby. Oh, there it is. It's weird that. It looks a colour, but it's weird. I'm seeing that on Etsy as well, even though I got it off Amazon UK. Now this one next is an Etsy book, Queen of Poland, and I believe I've done 2 this month out of this one. So I think that is an Inktense. It's Inktense round here, and then I've gone in with the Holbeins on the actual lady. I might have even, yep, I've used a little bit of alcohol markers on the dress to base it as well. I thought she turned out super cute. I'm a bit disappointed with the bit that I've done here, the background. I feel like I've messed that up a bit. I like the Brits, I like the dress, I like the lady. I just don't like the blue. I could always go over it with black or something, black acrylic. But it is what it is, and it's done now. And the next one, it's like a surprise for me this too, because you know I don't always remember. Well, this was a really easy one because it was more or less done because it's grayscale. I mean, the image looks more or less like that sort of thing, so you're just going over with a little bit of colour. Honestly, I can't remember what I used on this. It was probably Prisma. Now I'm seeing the wax, I think it was. That was just a quick and easy one. That I did that at the start of the month, I believe. I do like look at the jewel on her head. That's that one. If you're looking for a good quality book, I would really recommend this. It's got so many pages. The paper is fabulous, lovely and thick, nice tooth to it. So yeah, I do thoroughly recommend that one. Mystic Art Mirrors. I finished this very, very recently, and I'm actually going to use this in Jackie's tag from Colouring. Is it Colouring with UFOs? Colouring with UFOs at UFOs. I am going to use this on her tag. You're not going to stick down, are you? No, you're not. So I've basted everything, even the background, with the Pan Pastel. The background, as you can see, it's a little bit glittery. It's the coarse glitter. It wasn't the fine one, it was a thicker, coarse glitter Pan Pastel. And again, with Prismas and Stickles. If I lift it up to the camera, you can see. Yeah, so like I said, I'm going to use this as one of her hashtags, so I thought it was perfect. It looks like an alien, even though it's in a mermaid's book. So yeah. So the first one that I've done out of the Dreamtime Special by Hannah Kyleson, The Colour in Heaven. Again, I've been really enjoying my alcohol markers actually. I still would like a different set. I can't be doing with the smell of the Ohuhu ones. But yeah, I've based all of this with Ohuhu, and as you can see there's glitter on the back of it because I've used glitter on a different page, which I'll show you when we come up. And the piece of paper that I've used to collect the glitter, I forgot and used it for the back of this one. So as you can see, it's everywhere. So I've gone over the majority of the areas with a white gel pen and some Pentel Hybrid Duo, like I always do. Dog making a funny noise, which is just itching behind me. That's what the noise was behind me. Yeah, and I just went for 2 colours on this one. I thought it'd be quite interesting to see if I could pull it off. Yeah. So the next one was, this one is a big one, as you can see it's not even fitting in the frame. My Game of Thrones, I've attempted to do the Westeros map. I've just done this with watercolour paint. I think it was the Pretty Excellent watercolour palette that I used, and I think it was Arteza. I'm pretty sure actually it was Arteza. So I've tried to make some sort of texture here, you know, to make it look a little bit different. You're not going in with one block colour. Have I pulled it off? Probably not, but it was fun to do. And the paper's handled it really well. I've supposed to be on that side. It is very intricate, look at that. It's going to take me a long time to get the courage up to doing some of these. Look at the nose there. So yeah, that's a good boot, that one. Coloriage Wild 2. I've actually wrote down on this one. I've actually wrote down what I've used. So it was shading with Arteza Watermelon Pink. That was for the shading in the flowers. And I think that was it. Was it? I don't think I've used... No, I've not used anything else other than Arteza pencils. And I think they've done a fabulous job. I've said it before and I'll say it again. For the price of them pencils, they're definitely worth it. And I would recommend them, you know, to anybody over, you know, the Castle Arts or the Black Widows. Yeah, really good pencils. So my next one, I hope this is not going to be a really long rambly video. Let's move that out of the way. In my beloved Serene, I've done 2. So this is the one that I used the glitter on, as you can see, and that's what's on that other book. It's everywhere. I mean, it's literally everywhere. I need to spray, probably hairspray something on that. So I basted this, I'll turn it over so you can see the majority with Ohuhu markers again, and then I've gone over with Prisma. That's it. And the glitter is Woe Embossing Powder glitter. I've just used normal glue, but look how sparkly and beautiful that is. I've got gold, and it's not necessarily silver, it's like a multicoloured silver. Yeah, I based it off my hair. And the next one that I did this at the start of the month, I believe. I don't know if I think I did film this. I filmed the majority of it anyway on camera. I tried to do like a stippling effect for the background with an old sponge. I think it was a makeup sponge actually. And I do believe, let me just check the back, that's not bleed through. Well, it is. It's not from watercolour or anything. That is from the Spectra Noir Sparkle pens. And I've used Pentel Hybrid for some of the other details, and the rest of it is all Prisma, I do believe. I could be wrong. I mean, it was right at the start of the month. A lot has gone on this month. So I'm even getting my days muddled up. It was Tuesday today. I thought it was Monday. Right, the next one is in Kirby's World Within Worlds, which, let me find it. Which I know I definitely did film this one because this was only from last week. I filmed this as a colouring chat and then did the rest as a little bit of a speed colouring because it was just the pencil work. I went for more greys on the actual cities because I just thought there was too much colour. I didn't want to go even more over the top. I've even added Posca pen stickles to the background. And I do realise as well, after I was editing that video, I was looking at the picture. The hands are bloody there. Every single one, and I've coloured over them. You know, it doesn't matter. It's done now, it's dry, there's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, it was a fun one. This is one of the first pages that I wanted to do in this book, but because it was a double page spread, I kept putting it off. But I'm glad that it's done now. I've done quite a few in that one. I was looking at Mythomorphia last night. I wanted to pick a picture after that. Well, I've not picked one yet. So I think, is it this one or that one? This one I think I did last month, and I completely and utterly forgot to show you guys. It was either last month or the start of this one. Honestly, I can't remember. I think it was done with watercolour paint. Again, I can't be totally right. I mean, there's Pentel Hybrid Duo gel pen there, but I can't 100% remember. I do apologise. And another one from Camilla, from the Mermaids one. This was just done all with watercolour. I didn't want to shade it. I didn't want to add anything else. It was just fun to just paint. Not worrying about any of the colours, just painting, solid painting. And I'm doing this as part of the Colouring Chat with Sammy's challenge, just block colouring. So I am pleased how she's turned out. I mean, I could have shaded with the paint, but like I said, I'm happy with how she's turned out. And this paper takes water brilliantly. See, I told you, I thought I didn't have really that many this month, but... So we've got Jasmine Becky Griffith, and I can never say her last name, and the Mermaids one, which I really love this one. I've even added a lot of, I'm forgetting the name, Glossy Accents. I've not been using it too much the past month or so because the top kept blocking, but I managed to get it unblocked and I wanted to use it on this one. I've used some stickers all around the edges. I've used Neocolor 2. I think I did film this, or was it streaming? I think it was stream, pretty sure it was. And I've based this skin with alcohol marker. So can you remove that now? Yeah, I thought she's dead cute and I love the colours that I ended up choosing. I wanted it a really natural colour tone, but I thought, you know what, I need something dark and poppy for the background, so that's why I went for the dark purple. And I think that is a Lightfast, the Derwent Lightfast, the free sample colour I got. So I wanted to try that. I think I've even added a teeny weeny little bit of that Glossy Accent to the lips to make it shiny, like lip gloss. Another Jasmine, her first one. Which one was this one? No, it wasn't that one. It was this one. And I know for a fact that it was right at the start of the month. I'm really not impressed with this one. I used a lot of the Spectra Noir Sparkle pens and tried to do a little bit of blending on the tights. Don't like it. I don't really like anything about it. So yeah, I'm just not pleased with that one. I actually used the Ocean set of KJ Designs by Karen. Again, don't like them. Absolutely hate them, if I'm totally honest. £35 for 6 paints. Stop talking about it because I'll annoy myself. And the very last one, is it one or is it two? Just let me check, because I've got 2 tags in here. Maybe I've just got another whip going on. Let me just check. Oh, that right. I did the first page. If you remember, it was just fully cream Posca pen. And I thought, you know what? It deserves a little bit of colour. So instead of adding a little bit of colour, I went over the top and added colour everywhere. With washi tape and all sorts. Gel pen, neon. So yeah, but it was fun. I'm just checking. Oh, that's a whip. That's a whip. Ain't going over the crane. So I'm going to keep that one in there. Right, so let me just count them. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 19. And to be fair, I don't think that's too bad, considering I was away from YouTube and colouring for 12 days. So I really do hope that you stayed until the end and you enjoyed the video. If you're new, please do subscribe and please like this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.